YouTube, what is crack-a-lackin'? Today I'm going to be talking to y'all about why I'm so obsessed with Hyundai Genesis Coupes and basically kind of just what got me into them. I know a lot of people give Genesis Coupes, Hyundai, Korean cars, KTM, all of it, kind of a bad rep, or they just don't understand the sauce. So pretty much how I got into them, I kind of got into cars later. So as a kid, you know, playing with cars, playing car video games, you know, Cars the movie, all fire. But I wasn't going to car shows or anything like that. No one in my family really was super into cars. My grandpa, I guess, used to work on cars and be really knowledgeable, but he was older and I was younger when he was still living, and we never really talked about it. I actually really didn't know until after he had passed away and I got older. But long story short, I got into cars, I really kind of seriously got into cars about my senior year of high school. And I had a few homies that were already, you know, they were already in all the shop classes, and, you know, their dads taught them how to wrench and all this, all that. So I think I was really first into Subies. And don't get me wrong, I still love Subarus and Evos, and, you know, just there's so much content and just videos on YouTube about Evos, about Subies. And then there was, I think, a few in town, and I would always freak out whenever I'd see them. So then, you know, my car love started, and then I saw a lot of videos of G35s. So I'd watch those YouTube videos, I'd freak out. There wasn't really any G35s in town, but then G37s, I saw a video where it was comparing G35 versus G37, and I was thinking to myself, wait, 7's my favorite number, okay. And then I found out that's big bro, or I guess little bro, but big bro because of a bigger engine, but younger, I don't know. And I thought, wow, that G37 is just a cooler looking G35 in my opinion, because the G35s, don't get me wrong, they look okay, they just look a little bubbly. I really like how sleek the G37s looked. And then I was like, wow, okay, that's a dream car. So boom, right off the bat. Well, okay, also a Subi. So a Subi Evo and a G37. Well, technically a G35 for a little bit, but then once I saw the G37s, nah, G35, get out of here. And I actually got to drive a manual one. The homie by Chi, he had one, and that was pretty cool. It was a really nice, I think it was an 04, so it had the Brembos, and it was a dark blue, which was a pretty cool color. And yeah, so it was cool to experience that. And we would go to car dealerships all the time on our free time and just go look at different G's or Z's and stuff. So then, naturally, the same way I found out about the G37 from YouTube videos, I started to see these videos comparing a G37 versus a Genesis Coupe. And on my head, I had no idea what a Genesis Coupe was. I didn't even realize Hyundai had made cars that were semi-cool. So, clicked on the video, saw this video, saw them talk about how it was designed in Korea. And I'm Korean, so right off the bat, I was like, wait a minute. This car was designed in Korea, and then it got shipped to America. I'm like, me and this car got the same soul. So then, from that point on, after watching the one video, I thought, wow, whatever this car is, I need this car. And this was about 2017, so right after they had discontinued it. But at the time, I only had BK1 money. So for those that don't know, BK1 is the first generation. There's two generations, BK1, BK2. And I was still into turbos. I really enjoyed turbos. So I had my senior year of high school, I had a Mazda 6, and then one of my dream cars was a Mazda Speed 6, because it was all-wheel drive and turboed and all that good stuff. So then I thought to myself, yeah, I need a Genesis. So the first Genesis I was about to get was, I think, in 2017 or 2018, and it was a red BK1, but it was tuned, and it had a, I don't think it had a bigger turbo on it, but it was running 93. And in Kansas, we don't have 93. We only have So back then too, in the town I was living, we didn't even have 85. So I would have had to run the octane booster or whatever, and I did not really want to do that. I had the money, but I didn't have anyone to go down with me. So that ended up not working out. I'm pretty sure I still have those pictures. I'll have to find them one day. And then, yeah, so it was a red BK1. So I've always been biased, and I've always really enjoyed red BK1s because that I thought was going to be my first Genesis. And then fast forward, ended up didn't working out, ended up having a lot of different cars in between. And then I went to Lincoln. It's because there was a white 3.8 Genesis Coupe. Now, some years had gone by, and I'd still wanted a Genesis, and I'd never driven an auto. And I also was kind of past the 2.0, and I was thinking, oh, okay, 3.8 would seem, would be cool, because I really liked how they sounded. I would see all the videos and clips on YouTube about, baby GTR, or the Genesis sounds like a GTR, and it was a 3.8. So drove up there with the Hummy, and y'all, this thing was so clapped. And I'm so thankful that he was truthful with me, because I was like, yo, bro, just be completely honest. He's a mechanic. What is this worth it? Would it be worth it? Just be honest. And he flat out said, you're gonna throw a lot of money into this just to get it back to how it should be. And the guy said, oh, I've never raced it, I never beat on it, blah blah blah. I go to check, bro was getting, I think, 8 miles per gallon. And then I went on the test drive, and bro was like, yeah, this is where I usually get on it and rate something crazy, something ridiculous. So then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. And I really didn't enjoy how the autos felt. I felt like they were very sluggish. I felt like you weren't really driving the car. I just didn't enjoy it. So then, boom, out of the way. So then I thought, okay, I was, let's see, I think I was 20. Yeah, I was 20, and I think I had a Honda Accord at the time, and I saw this Genesis Coupe. So I had cars I enjoyed driving for a long time, and then the Honda Accord was super boring to me, and I just didn't enjoy driving it, and it kind of took away that fun and that hobby for me. So then I ended up selling it, and I was going to get this super mint one owner black, I think it's called like Black Mica or Black Cherry Mazda Speed 6. It was the nav and everything. It was so crispy. It was so clean. And of course it gets sold the weekend before or something. So then I'm out of a car, I think for a week or two, or a few days, or a week, a short time. And then I look and I find this 2013 R-Spec Genesis Coupe 2.0T. And it was a state away, younger guy, ended up driving to me, and then it definitely was a little rough. And he also, I think, washed the title or something, because it was definitely a rebuilt, and he did something to say that it was a clean title, which it was not, and it later gave me many issues, which then got me out of the 2.0 scene. But yeah, he had it listed for a super long time, and then I think he was going to the military or college or something, so he needed to get out of it. All I know is that that car was rough, and probably had it for, I want to say 6, 10 year, I don't know. I had it for a decent amount of time, and then it just wasn't. Hey, yo, I thought they were gonna crash into me, and then ended up selling it, and then got a G37, a manual G37, went all the way up to Fargo, North Dakota to get this. So then got it, drove back, and almost a month later started having issues. Had to change basically everything under the hood except for the transmission, or except for the motor. So yeah, got out of that. I think besides having to get all new parts, I think I sold it for what I got it for. And then lo and behold, let's see, I think I was a junior in college. I find Jenna Fifi from now, who's the homie, and go down, pick it up. It was in Kansas. I was out of state at the time for college. And I've had Genesis ever since. And that's coming in on 4 years, which is insane to think about. And then, yeah, so Genesis is a 3.8 track, 2013. Love her to pieces. Has been super good to me. And then recently got the Janaya, the 2.0T. And y'all, let me tell you, having her has been so much fun and so nice because her gas mileage is 3 times better than Toasty, the 4Runner, who I'm driving right now, and Genesis. As much as I love both of them, they just eat gas, and my pockets do not like that. But Janaya is super fun, even though she's a base, super fun. I'm keeping her pretty primarily stock. I'm gonna throw a few parts on here and there, but I really want to keep those gas mileage. I really want to keep the gas mileage good. Eventually down the road, I might do a little tune, but yeah, that's basically kind of the gist and the story of my obsession with Genesis Coupes. I do want 7 of them, and if you guys want to know what I want to do with all 7, I'll make a separate video. But I know this is kind of just a video of me yapping, and there's no Genesis Coupes in it, so the content's different. But a lot of y'all have been asking about why I like these cars so much and for longer videos. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you for watching or just listening to me yap about my odd obsession of Genesis Coupes. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another video. This Vlogmas has honestly been pretty fun, and it's really been challenging me to think about content that I wouldn't usually make like this. So if you guys like these type of videos, let me know. I also do want to do driving POV, but I don't have a GoPro or a phone mount. So yeah. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.